All right, thank you for joining me in yet another video wherein I will be reading a paragraph to you, such as the one located just to my left. Embedded within it are the potential for errors related to grammar, punctuation, syntax, and so forth. Just bear that in mind as you listen to me read. Afterwards, I'm gonna go ahead and step out of frame, and I'm hoping that you can read that clearly, and then ask that you make corrections on your own once you pause the video. After you feel as though you've exhausted all the potential corrections there are to make in the paragraph, please resume so that you and I can make corrections together. It's a fun way, at least a fun, in my interpretation of the word fun, a way for you to practice some of your English skills. We'll go ahead and get started. Alrighty, so on a typical workday, cutters on the 8th floor spread 120 layers of sheer lightweight fabric on their tables. The layers were separated with sheets of tissue paper. The fabric, like the tissue paper, were as flammable as gasoline. About 100 women worked on that floor. Paper patterns hung from lengths of string over the tables. On the 9th floor, nearly 300 women were sewing garments. Stored nearby was cans of highly flammable oil used to make the sewing machines run smoothly. The 10th floor was where the finished garments was inspected, packaged, and shipped. Okay, lots to correct here, but go ahead and pause the video and resume again once you've corrected all the, well, at least once you've found all the potential corrections. All right, so I am moving and shaking, which means you hit play. Let's go ahead and start correcting. So on a typical workday, cutters on the 8th floor, typically when you're referring to things like 8th floor or fractions, you're gonna wanna hyphenate them to showcase their strong relationship. You don't have to, it's really more personal preference, but for me, I'm gonna go ahead and hyphenate 8th floor. Again, you don't have to. Spread 120 layers of sheer, comma, we're describing it, lightweight fabric, which is actually misspelled. It should be 1B and then no K, F-A-B-R-I-C, on their tables, period. We've ended our thought, which means we're starting a new sentence. We're gonna capitalize the T in that definitive article. So the layers were separated with sheets of tissue, misspelled, T-I-S-S-U-E, tissue paper. The fabric, like the tissue paper, so the fabric is the noun that I'm gonna use in a positive to tell more about. So the fabric, and here's my appositive, the like the tissue paper, and I'm gonna use the parenthetics, which in this case are going to be commas to splice it in there. So the fabric, like the tissue paper, again, this isn't a positive, tells me more about that noun, were as flammable, we're gonna take that I and change it to an A, as gasoline. About 100 women, singular, we want women, E-N, women worked on that floor, period. We've concluded that thought. Next sentence starts with capital, perfect. Paper patterns hung from lengths of string over the tables, period. New sentence, let's start with the capital for that preposition. On the 9th floor, and we're gonna drop the E in 9th, and I'm gonna hyphenate it. Again, you don't have to, but for style, I'm going to. Nearly 300 women were sewing, EW, sewing garments, period. Stored nearby was cans, nope, were cans, W-E-R-E, were cans of highly flammable oil used to make, where am I? Oh, used to make the sewing machines run smoothly. I'm gonna get rid of that E. The 10th floor, no need to capitalize 10th or floor, so we're gonna go ahead and reduce those. They're not proper nouns, and I'm gonna hyphenate them to showcase the strength of that relationship. Was where the finished, one N, garments was, we've got a plurality of garments, that verb does not agree, so we're gonna change was to were. Inspected, packaged, and shipped, and we're listing. So in a series, you separate those items using a comma, period. All right, so I think I found all the corrections. Let me know if you found additional corrections or perhaps something that I've missed or neglected or something in addition to what I've provided in the comment section below. I hope you found this video helpful. Please give it a like if that is the case, and subscribe should you want to continue to practice with me. All right, thank you for your time.